Hello everyone. Welcome to Ignite. I'm Meera Venkatesh and I lead Partner Investments Go-to-Market functions at Microsoft. Trust all of you are energized by the great announcements by Judson and Nicole yesterday. What's been a great day one? It's never been a better time to be a Microsoft partner as we drive AI transformation for our customers. First, I want to start with a huge thanks with each and every one of you, for your trust and partnership with us. Since FY24, we evolved our investments to better reward you as you drive exceptional customer outcomes. It's truly amazing to see what you have accomplished for us in the last 5 quarters. Look at the impressive numbers on the slide. What you have accomplished across MCAP's priorities, or 5 MCAP's priorities, and 3 cloud solution areas: AI business solutions, cloud and AI platform, and security. With 180% growth in Copilot, over 5,000 engagements in Azure, and over close to 3,000 engagements in security, you've delivered tremendous results. So thank you once again. As you heard from Judson and Nicole's keynote yesterday, frontier transformation is front and center of everything what we are doing at Microsoft today. We are enabling every business to be AI-powered and AI-first organizations. Every business, ours, yours, and that of our end customers. We want all of you to transform into frontier firms, driving AI-first principles. When you embrace AI, you help us activate our customers to become frontier firms. Our investment strategy this year is going to help you in that journey to make sure that we drive customer frontier firms. This year, to maximize impact, we optimized our investments across all customer segments, tailored to the unique needs of customers in SMB, corporate, major, and enterprise. We simplified and streamlined our investments, particularly in pre-sales, where you inspire and design solutions for customers, and post-sales, where you help customer realize value. In addition, we have strengthened our CSP investments, which is the leading path for engaging with SME&C by rewarding growth across new and existing customers. All our investments are aligned to our 5 MCAP's priorities and to the 3 cloud solution areas: AI business solutions, cloud and AI platforms, and security. For FY26, our portfolio is designed to fuel tremendous growth. There's immense opportunity out there for SME&C and enterprise market, and we are investing in both. Our partner investment to capture the SME&C TAM of over $700 billion market opportunity is at all-time high. We also have increased ESIF by 20%, helping partners with win deals in the enterprise segment. Let's take a look at examples of where we have invested in each of the solution area. In AI business solutions, we have increased our investment in driving Copilot solutions by 50% year over year. In cloud and AI platforms, we continue to prioritize our investments for partners, moving on-prem solutions to cloud, and drive AI solutions to ensure over 70% year over year. And finally, cybersecurity is paramount to each one of us, to our customers and to ourselves. And in the ever-changing landscape, security is paramount to be successful, and it's non-negotiable. And we are set up in a best position to take advantage of the market opportunity. In this, we have increased our investment by 15% year over year on an already high base. You can be confident we are investing in you more than ever, and our investment portfolio has never been bigger. We have tremendous opportunity to grow together. Let me start with investment in CSP incentives to help you tap over $700 billion opportunity in SME&C. First, our investment here is bigger than ever, with an earning opportunity that positions CSP as the best path for you to deepen customer relationships and unlock new growth. Next, we have designed these incentives with you in mind, focused on predictability, growth, and to drive true customer value by expanding the offering and fine-tuning rates. Finally, we are doubling down on rewarding growth across the board. When you add a new customer or when you expand your relationships and workloads and seat counts in the existing customers, you will be rewarded. The key message is all growth is good growth. Keep in mind, we reward growth by customer, which means it gives you the predictability you need to ensure your sellers can achieve more. To accelerate growth even faster, we pulled forward our launch of these incentives from October to July. Thank you so much for seizing this opportunity. Let's dive into this. Our growth model in CSP consists of 3 key levers. First, our core rates that provides a baseline earning for all products. Second, an accelerator with increased payouts for our most strategic products. And third, a customer growth lever for new customers, new workloads, and incremental seats for existing customers. As you can see, we are focused on partner growth to build lasting customer relationships and grow long-term value for customers. By strategically aligning our investments and margins, partners can focus on delivering best-in-class solutions to meet the customer needs and market demands. We trust this structure, along with our streamlined eligibility requirements, provides you the clarity and consistency you need to plan, execute, and scale your business with high confidence. Let's look at an example of how this structure might look like for you on a real deal. In this case, a partner renews a CSP deal for a customer with 2,000 seats and upsells the existing 𝗦𝗲𝘀 solutions to 𝗦𝗽𝗲. With our current year rate structure, this example represents a 14% increase in incentives over last year. Let's continue the momentum this year, empowering each other to drive exceptional customer outcomes. We can't wait to see the impact that we're going to drive together with CSP. Thank you again. Now, I want to welcome my colleague Uriel to cover the incredible opportunity for AI business solutions.
Thank you, Meera. It's so great to be with you all for another Ignite. Apologies if I've got headphone hair. It's great to be here in person with you. We're connecting again, able to share the latest information and able to gather your latest learnings and insights. I want to, in the next few minutes, recap some of the information regarding our go-to-market priorities for AI business solutions, our key investments in the portfolio, and share with you some of the great momentum that you have been able to achieve working alongside our sellers and working out there with our joint customers, and what that means for us going forwards by connecting it to some of the product announcements that you would have heard in the keynotes yesterday. First and foremost, we know that the next 24 months is a critical time period. This is when the market is really changing and when we're expecting our customers to be making the decisions on the platforms they're going to bet on in order to become those frontier firm organizations. This is our time to be able to represent the joint value proposition, Microsoft and your services and solutions, to help them confidently transform their businesses. This is when they're going to make those choices and when the winners in the AI discussions and when the AI platforms is going to be decided. Critical that we put our best foot forward and that we're able to take our customers confidently into that new era. But although that is the workload and the area where you're hearing the most information and where we have the most growth and the most excitement, it's obviously not the only thing that we do. Similar to you, while it's the fastest growing set of workloads, in absolute revenue terms, our core business is still critical to our joint success. And so we certainly don't want to leave behind and forget the core AI workforce and core AI business process products and solutions out there. On the AI workforce side, this means that we're still out there looking to take new Microsoft 365 seats. We're still looking to upsell to Business Premium, to ME3, to ME5. We're still looking to help our customers adopt the cloud PCs using Windows 365 and Azure Virtual Desktop. We're still helping them to adopt AI-powered communication solutions in order for them to be able to power their business in that fashion. All of that is still critically important for us, and all of that is a healthy business that is still growing strong with your help. And on the AI business process side, wow, what an opportunity we have. With the AI differentiation we've got in our Dynamics 365 portfolio, we are actively taking share from the competition every single month. We have got customers that are looking to modernize their application, their line of business processes, and a great way to do that is by adopting a set of solutions that have AI natively built in and that works seamlessly with the rest of the Microsoft platform. Across sales, service, finance, supply chain, contact center, we are really making great progress together, and we're really looking forward to accelerating that further. And of course, none of this would mean anything if you weren't doing such a fabulous job of making sure that customers actually receive the value that they're paying for. And so it's critical that usage and consumption excellence is at the heart of everything that we do. By investing in skilling, by investing in adoption resources, and connection with our engineering teams in order to provide you with the support that you need to be successful when implementing these solutions. So with those priorities in mind, let's take a look at the investment portfolio. As usual, you can see that we have investments layered across the MSEM journey to help support you across the entire engagement lifecycle, starting at the front end with a campaign in the box, all of the assets that you need in order to be able to drive awareness campaigns, to be able to deliver to customer presentations, pitches, and sessions. Moving then into our funded engagements. Two key sets of engagements over here. Copilot Power Accelerate, one key set of funded engagements, both pre-sales and post-sales. We'll double click and speak a little bit more about that in a minute. And then we've got our core AI workforce and AI business process engagements. Here we're talking about funded engagements for Microsoft 365 Accelerate, and we're talking about our business application partner activities in order to make sure that you can deliver envisioning workshops, proof of concepts in order to be able to help progress customers through that cycle. Of course, on the transaction side, Meera was just talking about the great changes in CSP to help reward you for the growth that you drive. There's never been a better opportunity in terms of driving CSP into our SME and C customer base. And for those of you that are helping to influence deals, Dynamics deals, on the enterprise agreement structure, the MCI advisory fees are there in order to help reward you for how you help change those customers into yes decisions. And then finally, the migration tooling and the support from our fast-track engineering teams is there to help backstop you on some of those complex implementations and help derive that real customer value and usage. Let's double click now into the Copilot and agent space and go a little bit deeper there. As many of you know, every year we do some research and we go and ask some of our best partners what kind of money they're able to earn from delivering services and solutions related to our product portfolio. So this is direct feedback that we get from partners that we then put into a composite view to show you what would be possible if you were achieving the maximum in every service category. And essentially what we've seen is significant growth around the services and solutions partners are able to earn from delivering Copilot and agent solutions, and a very strong reseller opportunity in the CSP space. I want to point out some of the key findings over here. If we go back a couple of years, a lot of the revenue that partners were making in this Copilot and AI space was revenue earned from preparing customers for AI. It was indirect. It was getting the infrastructure ready. It was getting things prepared for the customer to be able to adopt AI. One of the key things that we saw in this last study was a very significant uplift in how much revenue partners were making from direct AI projects, from the actual implementation of AI solutions, from Copilot, and from the development and deployment of agents. Critical. What we've also seen is that advisory services, some kind of business consulting, is key to unlocking the opportunity with customers. Many customers still don't know how to turn the AI promise into real value. And so being able to represent the use cases, the scenarios that are actually going to deliver on that promise is critical to helping to move customers forward. What we're also really impressed to see is how quickly the agent opportunity is accelerating. And this, I think, is the most exciting opportunity for you, our partners, because there is no end to the solutions that you can build, to the way that you can deliver on these agentic processes. There's going to be a whole world of transformation that you can deliver. And what we've seen is just the tip of the iceberg in terms of partners starting to turn that promise into reality. If we were to connect this quickly with some of the announcements that you heard yesterday, you can see there's so much more value embedded now in Microsoft 365 Copilot. We're delivering new capabilities all the time, whether it's agent mode, whether it's the Office agents or agent mode in Word, PowerPoint, and Excel, whether it's the new first-party agents like Researcher or Analyst, or if you have a look at the extension now with Microsoft 365 Copilot Business, the ability to have an even more compelling value proposition for our smaller customers that have 300 seats or less. Great execution in terms of being able to deliver more value resell to more customers. But what I'm also really excited about is the new innovation going into the Power Platform and into Copilot Studio so that you have a much stronger tool set to be able to deliver agentic applications and agents to your customers. All of that innovation is something that we take very seriously and something that we will continue to deliver on to give you the tools that you need to be successful. Of course, the flagship investment across this part of the business is Copilot and Power Accelerate. Last year, when we ran the previous version of this program, we got 3 very important pieces of feedback from you. Feedback piece number 1 was that, hey, the lines that you've drawn between some of your product sets is confusing and creates silos. If I'm going to deliver an agentic solution, do I do it with the low-code investments? Do I do it with the Copilot investments? What if it crosses both boundaries? So the first thing that we did is we merged them together so that you don't have to worry about that differentiation. Whether you're delivering an agentic AI application with Power Platform or an agent that's going to extend Microsoft 365 Copilot, or if you're just driving Copilot chat adoption, it's the same program for you to use in the space. The second piece of feedback we got from you is that AI implementations are not linear. You can't just do one pre-sales engagement, one post-sales engagement, and hey presto, it's done. You need an iterative type of engagement cycle where you transform one process, deliver success, and then move on to the next function in the business and the next function. So one of the key things that we added this year was the ability to do repetitive engagements as long as you're delivering new incremental results every time you deliver. And then the third thing that we heard from you was that we were being too prescriptive in terms of how we were guiding you to go and deliver those engagements. We were being very precise around which activities we wanted you to deliver. And you came back and you said, but that doesn't work in reality. Every customer is different in the space. They're at different points. How do I know if this agent is needed or if this Copilot deployment is needed before I get started? And so we've increased the flexibility and given you more empowerment to decide which activities are going to be most relevant for your customer. And one of the ways that we made all of this possible was by focusing on agreeing what the outcomes would be. If we're aligned on the outcomes, we can provide more empowerment on the actual delivery, and that happens through the introduction of the new measurement outcomes and criteria. So we've gotten great feedback about some of the changes that we've made in the program, and there's no better feedback than actually looking at the results. First, I want to call out the great uptake that we've seen from the Copilot specialization. The Copilot specialization went live in July, and in just a few months, we already have the first 100 partners that have achieved that specialization. Congratulations to all of you that have already achieved that important milestone. Next, the number of engagements and the volume and the speed at which that customer engagement has been happening has just been phenomenal to see. It's great to see this investment being put to good use, delivering great results for our customers. And for me, the thing that means the most is actually seeing the conversion of those engagements into real results. Because when I look at the new revenue that we've made for Copilot inside of Microsoft, I can see that partners have contributed a total of 70%. They've influenced 70% of that new revenue in our business, and 40% of that can be linked directly to this investment program, Copilot and Power Accelerate. So that's your fantastic work leveraging these investments, turning that into real results where customers are then taking that next step forward. And you can see just a small sample over here of the customers that partners in this room and elsewhere have been able to impact. You can see some of the great business results and the business value that's being delivered. You heard on stage yesterday that now 90% of our Fortune 500 customers have started to adopt Copilot and agents, and this is just the beginning. We're incredibly excited about the additional innovation that is coming. We're incredibly excited about the customer momentum that we see, and we're incredibly excited about all the great work that you in the partner ecosystem are doing. We could not be more energized to work with you. You have our commitment to keep going and keep taking your feedback and building it into the work that we do. Thank you so much for being here. I'm going to hand it back to Meera.
Thank you, Uriel. Okay, I'm trying to play a video here. I am thrilled about the partner opportunity with Azure Accelerate, and I know many of you are too. A unified, simple offering that brings together all of our investments in migrations, AI solutions, and Cloud Accelerate Factory. Azure Accelerate help fuel cloud and AI transformation for our customers with rich cash incentives, experts, and resources. Everything you need to drive migration and deployment projects for our customers. With 70% incremental investments, you can unlock significant payouts, which firmly positions our cloud and AI platform at the forefront of competitive advantage. We have increased our cash investments per engagement across our key solution plays: migrate and modernize, unify the data platform, and innovate with Azure AI apps and agents. As an example, you can earn up to $175,000 for an AVS migration and deployment engagements. Azure Accelerate framework supercharges you, all our Azure partners, accelerates your go-to-market, and helps you drive seamless migration and deployment engagements for our customers and ensures your success. And for our software development companies and digital natives, you can earn cash incentives up to $100,000 as you build and publish AI apps. And you can earn up to $175,000 for end customer migrations. This is not all. As you heard from Nicole's session yesterday, starting December 1st, we are introducing new Frontier Distributor designation. Microsoft's new Frontier Disti designation is your opportunity to differentiate in competitive market by demonstrating the advanced capabilities that customers expect of us. I'm thrilled to announce that starting December 1st, partners with new Frontier designation will be eligible to earn from all core migration projects for SMB segment via Azure Accelerate partner nominations process. Let's see what you have accomplished just in Q1 with this great program. We saw 14% increase in Azure Accelerate earnings compared to last year in just Q1. Over 1,000 partners have engaged with 4,000 customers for an Azure Accelerate engagement. You've seen such a great momentum in just a short period of time with a significant investment that we have put in place. Thank you so much once again for this momentum. Let me now talk about the security opportunity. Each year, Microsoft commissions an independent study from Forrester to evaluate the opportunity for our partners who build the security practice based on Microsoft security technologies. Per most recent report, enterprise-focused partners invested in Microsoft security practice saw a 20% increase in their revenue. And when they added managed services to scale and grow, they saw a 24% year-over-year growth in their revenue. In the small and medium business space, the year-over-year results were equally impressive. A 23% revenue increase year-over-year and a 42% year-over-year increase in their revenue when they combined with managed services. This is incredible opportunity for the partners. Partners are also excited to be building Microsoft security practice because of our leading positions, industry-leading positions in several of the security areas, according to Gartner, IDC, IDC report and the Forrester reports, including but not limited to endpoint protection platforms and cloud and native application protection platform, to share some examples. So our commitment to accelerate security growth continues to be stronger than ever. We are investing 15% more year over year above a high base across all of our investments in security. First, we continued our investments in threat protection, modern SecOps, and data security. Second, we introduced cloud security offering for all customer segments to ensure the cloud foundation is resilient, compliant, secure, and ready for advanced workloads with AI and Copilot. Third, we reimagined our investments in Microsoft Sentinel and Defender for Cloud since October with the new consumption accelerator to drive sustained usage by our customers. And I'm thrilled that we added deployment accelerators for 𝗦𝗽𝗲𝗶𝗍𝗫 and Defender and Purview suite to help in our in our deployment and adoption of security solutions for our customers of all sizes. Finally, we introduced parity in payouts for our workshops across the customer segments, both in CSP and in enterprise space. In addition, we are continuing our investments in CSP Security Accelerate as well in this year. Thank you all for your excitement for all of these investments. Let's see the results. We are thrilled to see how we have leveraged in a very short period of time in Q1. With 300% increase in completed claims since last year, and 700 partners driving engagements with over 4,000 customers. These results cannot happen without you. So thank you for such an impressive results. Now, I'd like to invite Adrian Buxton, co-founder and CTO of Increment, on stage to share more about the partner opportunity. Give it up for Adrian.
Thank you.
Welcome. Adrian, welcome.
Thank you.
First of all, congratulations on the Partner of the Year award. What a huge accomplishment. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Now, tell us a little bit about your Increment security practice.
Well, first of all, thank you very much for the opportunity to be here and talk about how Increment has worked with Microsoft to leverage the incentive programs. So our security practice is the core focus of our business. It probably represents about 70% of what we do.
Great.
And of that, the lion's share of the focus would be in data security, unsurprisingly,
Yeah.
and also Microsoft Entra as well. Outside of that, we also have deployment across threat protection and cloud security as well. And sort of underpinning all of that, we offer a number of non-technical implementation services, so general security advisory, helping customers with risk controls and frameworks, and overall security strategy.
Got it. So it's great to see that you've leveraged everything that we shared before. So thank you so much for that. As you work with your customers, what do you see there as most opportunity, depending on the pain point of the customers? Where do you see the most opportunity for you?
So the largest opportunity we see right now from a security perspective is, and I think this will come as no surprise to everybody, is around AI and AI adoption.
Yep.
So every one of our customers at the moment is having some sort of AI thread woven into their conversation. How do we securely adopt AI? And Uriel was talking earlier about, starting to see a shift in conversations.
Yep.
From moving from a theoretical, well, how do we get ready from AI? And we're seeing that as well. We're seeing customers actually taking that plunge. We're helping them with their AI adoption from an AI tech perspective, but also combining that together with how do we actually introduce the right security solutions. So the space that we're working in with customers there is how do we help them uncover the data security challenges? How do we help you not get stuck and block a deployment? So we work with a very consultative mindset around what is it that is the problems that are keeping you up at night. How do we actually create a solution to that particular problem and really just listen to the customers and understand from the very vast array of tools that Microsoft has, what is it that is actually going to help unblock adoption, and that could be something to do with Microsoft Purview, could be SharePoint Advanced Management, something to do with Entra governance. It really just depends on what the customer need is.
Got it. Look, I love that answer where you're truly sitting down and working with the customer, understand their pain point and driving solutions to solve their needs. So awesome to hear that. And how have you leveraged our investments in driving customer outcomes? That's love to hear that.
In one word, extensively.
Okay.
So,
That's great to hear.
So yeah, our growth has been phenomenal. We've had triple-digit growth, and it's very much underpinned by the way we've used the program. So there's a few key things that we've done in order to be successful as a business in using Microsoft's programs. And there's a mentality we have internally that a successful engagement isn't just doing the work as a single activity. It's about creating three things. It's a successful engagement is we're solving a customer problem using that consultative mindset that we spoke about first. And that means understanding the customer problem before you go in and do an engagement through the programs. Second of all, it's does the engagement actually result in Microsoft being able to sell products and services? And for us, that's a very key metric of success. We want to know that the customers are actually getting value, but Microsoft is also a winner here. And
that's great.
Third, and probably very important for us as a business is, are we actually then selling services as well? So we are primarily a professional services organization and SI. So success for us in that dimension is, have we actually been able to create a pathway through the incentive program to drive project implementation services, advisory services, whatever it is. As long as we can tick those three things, then we consider that to be a very successful engagement.
Great to hear how you're leveraging those. And as we saw the metrics, combining with managed services gives you the amplifier in your revenue growth. So great to hear that. So based on all the announcements yesterday and what you know of our security investments, as you go into 2026, what are you most excited about?
Again, probably no major surprise. So the world of AI and agentic opportunity is fairly huge in our market, and helping customers with the intersection of data security, identity for agents, and governing agents from a security perspective is huge. So I think that's very exciting. A little bit more outside of the tech arena, when we think about what that means for our people in our business. So our technologists love to be creative. It's an absolutely wonderful thing to see people so motivated and energized by something truly revolutionary in the marketplace. And what we're seeing as a big opportunity for FY26 is to create an environment within our business where technologists can thrive and do new innovative things with AI for our customers, but they're learning as well, they're growing, they're getting new opportunities. So that's fantastic, and that allows us to grow our business by attracting and retaining talent, by creating the right environment for innovation, and for those people to thrive.
That's great, that's great. So any parting words for our partners, any wisdom, any coaching?
I do have one bit of coaching and advice.
Okay.
And I've heard through a number of sessions that since I've been here at Ignite and earlier on as well, people have commented on how it's difficult to keep up with the programs. And it was really interesting because we as a business looked at that commentary and said, we think that is actually a really good thing, that Microsoft is continually evolving the programs. And while they're changing, it means that they're not changing for no reason. They're changing to keep up with what's happening in the environment. So we make it a part of a very disciplined practice to be comfortable with change and what evolves through those programs. And ultimately, it comes down to, we've accepted that you need to do the work to be successful in fully capitalizing on what the programs, what the incentives can offer. You need to do the work as a partner. And I think that if you commit to doing the work yourself, then you will be rewarded through a very fruitful partnership with Microsoft.
Well, Thank you so much for for what message I wanted to say to the partners. I promise you, I didn't plan the answer for him to say this. So thank you so much again, and congrats again. We wish to see you win more awards in the future. So thank you for joining us on stage.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate
Thank
it.
you, Meera.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Now, before I wrap, I want to cover a few key areas where we have invested to help partner excellence and success. As we increased our investments in pre-sales and post-sales this year, we have also introduced partner performance measurements that Uriel touched earlier to drive outcomes. This ensures we earn the right to continue the momentum each year to increase our portfolio by delivering growth results. We also standardize our measurements as much as possible based on your feedback across solution areas for ease of understanding and delivery. And we want to make sure that partners who deliver exceptional growth outcomes continue to have the opportunity to earn. Thank you so much again for embracing this. We also delivered few capabilities to empower you. Our AI Assistant and Partner Center delivers tailored insights and relevant suggestions, providing quick answers to questions and optimizing the day-to-day workflows. We empowered our partner development managers with a modeling tool to work with you and to forecast your earnings to make sure that you can understand how much you will grow as you grow how much you'll earn as you grow your business. We also consolidated several investments as much as possible to be accessible via Partner Center with comprehensive reporting tools. Please continue to leverage these capabilities and continue to give us inputs on what else might we help you with. As I close, I want to reiterate, you, our partners, make more possible. Our investments are designed to support you as you deliver exceptional solutions and services to our customers. Align your business strategy with our priorities to unlock significant earnings this year. Our most successful partners reinvest their earnings to transform their business and accelerate growth. We have such a great market opportunity ahead of us this year. Drive AI transformation across all solution areas and gain share by bringing net new customers to our ecosystem. Thank you all once again for your partnership with us, and have a great rest of the Ignite.